We don't buy motor.
Take a look out the window. Spirit goes up as the rain falls down. I've been sailing on the wrong course, keeping it together like I did before. Think that I've said this a few times.
Hello guys, you're welcome back again to my channel and thanks so much for stopping by. As you can see, my background looks different. Yeah, that's because I wanted to make this video in our car. So we got this car 4 weeks ago, just like barely 5 months after we landed Canada, and how we got it was a testimony. So I will be sharing it with you guys. But then if you are new to this channel, you are most welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, you are appreciated, and I also encourage you to subscribe to this channel. So back to how we got this car. When we first landed, we were making findings on how to buy a car in Canada. We got suggestions like Facebook Marketplace, you can just buy it and pay it once, except maybe you can negotiate. I don't know if you can do payment plan when you are buying from Facebook Marketplace, but then they told us the pros and cons of buying from Facebook Marketplace. You could be very fortunate to get something very good, like a car that won't give you headache, a car that won't give you problem. And it could also be the other way, that you could buy the car and you'll be spending so much on it. So all those stories were making us scared. So another place they suggested was Kijiji. Almost works like Facebook Marketplace, but I learned cars are kind of cheaper there. So the same story, you can be so lucky to get a very good car with a very small mileage, and vice versa. It could be nice. It could be that you'll be working on it. Then another place is that you can go to the dealers where you can get new cars, and you can also get a fairly used car. And in most cases, you will have to agree on a payment plan where you could be paying maybe $400 $500 per month, depending on the agreement. And it could take up to like 2 3 or 4 years, also depending on the car and the agreement. Then you can also get from individuals, maybe individuals that want to sell off their cars, you can buy from them. So when we heard all these stories, I was like, if it is not good, it will be bad. I say, hey, may God not let us go and buy all these cars, and it will be the type that you start spending on. Because I asked few persons where they got their cars, and the story wasn't palatable. Someone told me, he has been spending on his car since he bought it. This one said this, blah, blah, blah. So all those things were kind of discouraging me, like, hope we will not go and fall into their shoes. Oh. So I was like, let me just be going on buses and using taxis. Besides, my husband works from home, my kids walk to school, my place of work is a walking distance. Just that if I want to go shopping, I will have to take taxi or take Uber. So I was actually spending so much on that. But then I was like, to save myself of stress. It went on like that till one Saturday. That's 4 weeks ago. My husband brought his laptop to me and he showed me this car online, and he said, we are going to buy this car today. I said, buy? I said, how does it work? So we're going to buy. I said, I thought we will buy next year. That's 2024. Since we are just barely 5 months here and we have not really settled like that. He said, let's just try and get this car. Then I read about it, because on their site they will tell you the features of the car, the model, the mileage, the issues with the car. And when I read about it, there was really nothing wrong with the car. It starts, the engine working fine. In fact, I'm going to start this car for you before I end this video. I will start the car for you. Everything working fine. I was not like, so why is the seller selling this car? Well, I said, okay, no problem. He said, my husband was telling me how it works, that every car in the site had a number. So when it gets to the number of this car, then it will start bidding. So bidding in the sense that somebody may also be interested in the car, and maybe when the person says 2,000, for example, that he or she wants to buy the car for 2,000 Canadian dollars, you could bid 2.5. Like that, you'll be bidding. So the highest bidder will have the car. I said, okay, is that the game? He said, yes. It was like a game. So my husband left it and said, okay, you do it. The cars before this one, I was seeing cars of 1.5, 1.5 Canadian dollars, 1,000, 2,000. Although most of those cars, if you go and buy it, it's like you're buying problem. Oh, God forgive me. Why most of those cars were cheap was because some of them are out of province. So, for example, I stay in Saskatchewan and some of them from Alberta or Ontario. So I think it was kind of cheaper because they know it will cost you so much to bring it to your province. But this one was in province. So in fact, my husband liked the car. I also liked the car. I didn't have a choice than to like the car. So when it got to this car, the bidder just bidded 5,000. Meanwhile, all the ones I've been seeing, the first person will put 1,000, this one will put 1.5, 2,000, like that. It was looking, it was looking okay in my eyes. I was thinking that was the same thing that will happen. I didn't know that just the way we were eyeing this car, others still were eyeing the car. The person did not even start from 2,000 or 3,000. The person started from 5. I said, hey, 5,000 Canadian dollars. Okay, oh, me, I put 5,050. The person put 5,100. Another person joined, put 5,005. Like that, like that. Yeah? It entered 5,9. I told my husband, I said, hey, the person gave up. After like 30 minutes, they sent the receipt and they were like, we should get the car maybe in 3 working days. Eh? That day was on a Saturday and my husband was at work. So he then told me I should look for a way to get the car to the house today, that he won't be able to leave the work. So I had to arrange with somebody very close. That person has really been helpful. We then went to get the car. So I drove it around there. So I will just show you a clip of all that took place. So I had to sign and everything. Here we were on our way to the PBR auction mall. It was quite a distance and they have a very large compound. So this is how the place looks. As soon as we got there, they gave me the receipt, so I had to fill my husband's details. When we were done with this, we then proceeded to the SGI office where we went to get the plate number and we also did the insurance for the car. And I had to sign on behalf of my husband again. When we were done, we went back to the PBRO auction mall. We went to fix the plate number. Here the car was covered with snow, as you can see. So it needed thorough washing actually. So I entered the car and I decided to move it about. Man, it's been a while I drove. I drove last when I was in Nigeria. So it felt good again to drive the car. Guess what? The car moved very well. The mileage very okay. So that was how God did it. In fact, I said, so even before the end of this year, God still did it. And we were very favored to get a car that we didn't have to start spending. In fact, since we got this car, we've not even fixed. If the next time to service it is next year, everything intact, So I'm really happy. I'm excited that this year ended well or is ending well for us. This is 2016 model. It's a Nissan car. I'm going to be starting it now. The inside is big. This is the back. This is how the back looks. It's really spacious. And that's the boots right there. Okay. Everything working fine. You can hear the sound very okay. The dashboard, everything is just intact. Our friend that helped us to bring the car home was like, madam, this car is good though. It sounds very well. The car is very okay. Why did they sell it off now? Everything is just okay. I was like, it's God. God knew my mind. God knew my fears, and he was like, let me just give these people a very good one though. Honestly, I'm really excited. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I pray that this year 2024 will be far better than 2023. And if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please do, and don't forget to comment, like, and share this video. See you all in my next one. Bye.